Right, welcome to the first 2019 Talking Tackle with the Bedford Bigboy Specimen Hunters. Now, this morning has been a disaster. We're meant to be fishing at Linch Hill Fisheries. We're going to try and get on the Hardwick Lake, and just no swims available. Well, none that we can fish together. So we've had a quick look around on Google, and we found this fishery, which is Linch Hill Fishery, and we're fishing Willow Lake. Around about 8 acres. Don't know too much about the fish stocking and what fish is in here, but we just want to fish. And we have a new member.
Cheers, mate.
So,
Yeah.
this guy actually is on probation at the moment.
Yeah. As you can see, he doesn't have one of our tops.
Yeah,
That's no good, is it?
These have to be earned.
yeah.
Right. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So this is Tony. So Tony, introduce yourself. And
Introduce yourself to the public.
yeah,
My name's Tony. From Northampton.
Oh, don't say that. Only 2 things come out of Northampton. Oh no.
and that's it. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
Right. So this
No,
is
no.
He's 58 years old.
yeah.
What do you want me to say, Adam?
I want you to tell me about your fishing career. You know.
Fishing for many years.
Yeah, fishing for many years. Fished various waters across the country.
Right, he's struggling here. Let's get to a pro who's good at talking.
Badger.
Stephen,
Badger likes to speak.
I don't need no introduction, mate.
we'll let Badger finish eating.
He's always got something in his mouth, Badger. So yeah.
Come on in, Stephen.
Yeah, it's not good. Linear was just rammed. We knew it was going to be a bit iffy, but I don't know how many cars were there waiting. There was quite a lot of cars waiting first
About
thing
20
in the morning.
cars waiting.
So we weren't going to get on. We had a little look round.
There was people
No.
turning up all the time
There
and
was
then
a few.
turning around and
There
going.
was pegs here and there, but obviously we like to indulge in multiple swims together. So that was out of the question. So we come here. Yeah, it looks great, really. Apart from these poxy geese that you can hear all the time. If I had the gun, could sort of maybe thin them out a little bit. But yeah, it looks great. Size is nice. The depth is reasonable.
It looks quite fishy, doesn't it?
It looks fishy, but I haven't heard any alarm, nothing. So I know it's reasonably early days. We've been fishing probably about 3-4 hours, but
The thing is, I think most of us, pretty much everyone on it, has turned up at the same time.
yeah,
Yeah.
and everyone's
It's
street
virtually
fishing
empty.
now.
There was no one set up when we got here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, everyone's fishing, and most people got 3 rods by the looks of it. So
A lot of people said they come from after going to Linear.
Yeah.
Had the same idea.
reasonably priced, but they charge you £5 to drive your car up here to unload your gear. The cheapskates. Taking advantage of us poor anglers. £5?
It's
£5 to come and drop your tackle off.
Yeah.
Really?
and you can't even drop it in your swim. You have to drop it
Yeah, right down the end.
right down there. Absolute disgrace.
Yeah, for £5 you should be able to put it right behind your swim.
Should be able to
Yeah,
park
it should.
behind the swim.
I'd want them to set my gear up
Yeah.
for £5. So yeah, that's all we've really got to say. It's a bit of an unknown. We don't really know what's in it, how big they go to. So we're all just set up. We've all just chucked out like single hook baits, just while we're sorting ourselves out. So sure, we'll get the old marker out and find out what's going on the bottom and adjust our tactics accordingly, huh?
Accordingly.
Yes.
What do you think, Tony? What tactics? You got any tactics in mind? Or just gonna do what you normally do, just chuck an oak?
Chuck and out.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
So you know Badger then?
Yes.
He does it regular on some other lake he goes to. What's that lake you go to? Dovecot.
Yeah. And we forgot to mention that we found the ideal lake for Nigel, huh?
Oh yeah,
It's a nice little,
Yeah.
little place.
perfect. Just what he's used to.
What do you reckon?
Similar
Yeah,
to
it'd be good
Malden,
for
so
Yeah.
I think If he likes Malden, he'll like this place. Lovely.
Do you reckon he'd be
I
able
don't know,
to?
I don't know if he'd be able to handle
I'm
the
not
current
sure, I'm
though.
not sure he'll be able to cast to the far bank, mind you. But,
Well, that's
you know,
A bit of a strong current as well.
he'll be able to cast to the far bank.
yeah. So, right. Well, we'll get back to you. Hopefully, with a bit of action, and we'll talk a bit of tackle and rigs and bait once we get settled. Badge.
Yeah.
Get a kettle on, son.
Yeah, about time.
I thought you was doing the tea, Adam.
Nah.
Big Ads here, spodding masterclass with his homemade particle mixture
Called the rotant.
called the Rotant, because it is. Believe me.
We won't worry about spot attempt number 1.
Yeah, we might see spot attempt number 1 in a minute. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know if you can see spot attempt number 1. Let's zoom in, see if we can see it. No, the light's not great. Happens to be spod number 1 from attempt number 1.
I'm really clipping it, mate.
The geese are relentless today. Just haven't stopped all day.
I know.
Nightmare.
And we thought stuff talking to us.
Yeah.
Right.
Reclipped up.
Yeah, I'm more happy with that distance there. I should be wearing a nuclear oven mix.
Goggles. Do not get any of that in your eyes. So, get a better angle on this next cast. It's a good old, not a bad distance it's casting to the right hand point of the island.
Well,
Probably 50, 60 yards, I'd say.
I want it kind of, it to be right in front.
Effortless.
Yeah.
Effortless cast there. Lovely.
Oh, the old eye watch has gone. I must have done my activity for the day.
It's not been a bad day weather-wise. Been overcast all day. Still pretty mild.
I thought you said you were
No
going to
wind.
spot for me anyway, Badge. Yeah?
You look like you're doing great, mate. To be honest, you look like you're doing absolutely fine.
-1 spot already.
Well, yeah, -1 spot. Been a while since you did any though.
Yeah, some of us have bait boats.
Takes the heat off of me a bit now for losing spods.
And you could show our viewers.
Let's
Have
get down
the-
here.
the
And
bait.
let's have a look at this mixture that we've got in the bucket here.
Yeah.
So you got your normal few boilies in there, your normal particle mix of pigeon conditioner, some maize and tares and maypoles and obviously hemp
And krill
and he's
extract.
just before he's started casting this out, he's added a few of his own pellets to it, and, which is a pretty good move. So that's the famous mix. Let's get another cast in before we.
It's all about the spot stand, isn't it, Badge?
Oh my god, the spod stand makes so much difference. Lovely.
Bit short that one, but you got to lead them in. And that right, Badge?
Weren't that far off actually. You don't want it all. You don't want it all in a big heap on the floor, though, do you, mate?
Nah.
You want it spread out in a nice area, like you say. Draw them in.
I need to put
They'll be drawn in with that.
I reckon they'd be drawn in from over the road.
You know what I mean?
It'd be like when the first fish ever came onto land to start the evolutionary process of man. It was because there was roted mix like mine. Does hurt your back though, doesn't it, doing this?
After a while it does, yeah. Beautiful.
Keep going,
That must be right on the edge of those branches. It must be kind of right on the limit of how far you can actually cast into that spot. It's a nice spot actually.
We're Bedford Bigboy specimen hunters. We're always on the limit. Right, so as you can see, it's now a lot later in the day. It's around about 5 o'clock. There's been literally nothing. I've had a few beeps, but to be honest, we've all been sleeping for a lot of the day. We've all been up at 4 o'clock, 3:30 to come down here. Some of us have been working all night. Isn't that right, Stephen?
A true worker and angler.
Yeah, and so we've all been sleeping. I mean, I've only just the last few hours actually spotted and properly got my rods out, so I'm quite confident for tonight actually. So, Badger, get in now. I know you're kind of making out that Tony's got some sort of body odour problem. So, Stav, are you refreshed after your sleep?
Not really.
Well, yeah, I feel a bit. I had about 4 hours maybe, but I was up all night and, you know, I was up 24, 25 hours by the time I had the 4 hours. So, but I feel slightly rejuvenated. But I don't know. I haven't heard a beep on the whole lake from anyone, and there's quite a few people on it. No, have you heard a beep?
Yeah.
I've had multiple
when I say
beeps.
beep, I mean this little.
Just heard Tony's one a minute ago.
Yeah.
I've heard Adam's
Yeah,
a couple of times.
we're
Mine a
talk-
couple of times.
We're talking professional angling talk where it's a run.
Aborted runs, all line bites.
Yeah, aborted, yeah.
Aborted run, yeah. No.
So, are you confident for tonight? I mean, you haven't even done anything. Your baits are still the same as this morning, aren't they?
They are, but they're at pristine. That I don't think they really need to be enhanced. But each one, I've got a bag on each put out, and it's. I haven't done anything apart from that. I haven't checked the depths. It's reasonably deep there. But to tell the truth, because no one's had anything, no beeps or nothing, I'm a bit reluctant to bring everything in and redo it. So I should do this first thing in the morning. Not first thing, but about 9 o'clock time.
After
And
Badger's
then,
cooked us breakfast.
Yeah, once Badger's. Did you bring the sausages?
I brought some sausages.
Lovely. That's what I wanted to hear.
I wanted to hear more
brought
about
my
your
sausages.
critically balanced
Well,
baits.
I got three out, and they're all different. I got one just a pop up. I got one as in a critically balanced snowman style pop up, but it's I can't remember what the flavours were. They're all different flavours, and I've just got a bottom bait. They're all double apart. Are you right?
No, my arm's hurting.
They're all doubles apart from one. So, and they've all got nice little bags attached to them, so they're all out there ready to go. But like I say, because no one's had anything on the whole lake, then why bring it in and change it? Because I was tired and everything else, so I thought, well, I'll wait till Tony catches something, and then I should bring him in and maybe enhance them slightly. But by the looks of it, I may not be doing that for the whole session. Cause are you going to catch Tony?
Yes.
Hope so, mate.
Do you feel lucky?
I'm feeling more confident than I did earlier on.
Talk to me, you punk, not Stav,
I
huh?
got told that you was only ever lucky in friendship when you met Adam.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's
sounds
very
right.
true.
Yeah.
So, are you confident for tonight, Tone?
Yes, I am, mate. Yeah.
As you can see, this guy is a man of many words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was
I
slow.
spotted out about
That will slowly diminish
20
as the hours go by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've put out about 20 spods over all 3 rods.
So 60 spots.
No, 20 over the 3 rods.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. No.
Yeah. I mean, as you can see, well, my spot is in the tree.
Yeah.
Badger did teach me how to spot though, so it's no surprise.
Yeah. First
It
cast.
was a brilliant cast,
Not even
mind
I-
you.
Not even
Yeah.
I do it first cast.
No,
So what are you
Tree,
I haven't
saying?
done it first cast.
Badger, only a truly inexperienced angler.
We'll do it first cast.
Well, yeah. Straight
To
in the
be honest, it was a bad boy cast.
It was a very good cast.
Right, Badge, what are you saying?
Not a lot really. I'm fishing.
Same as me.
I'm fishing all 3 rods up fairly close to the island. I'm about 10 foot off the island on each rod. I've got a baited area to the left point of it. But that's quite simple really. Keep it simple.
Cool.
Quite
Are
simple.
you confident?
I'm not confident.
Okay.
You know, because
You got all 3 on the island then?
I've got two to the left point, one out from the left point, one sort of level with the left point, and then one kind of almost halfway.
To the left point.
No, halfway in the island.
I would just like to make a point here. Having watched back the introduction video, it does appear that Adrian has joined the Shaolin Temple with
Yeah.
with his bar lead. It does look quite white on camera.
doesn't it?
I mean, I can confirm that it is. What is it? Is it a 0.5? Is it all over?
That's 0.
Zero.
Yeah.
You know, once Badge does get a bit of sun on it, it
That
will
reminds
tan.
Bit of sun on it,
That
yeah.
reminds me, I've got to clean my frying pan later. The old Willow pan.
All right. Well. Okay. Well,
A little bit like the white Dennis Rodman.
we're all out. 3 of us are confident, 1 isn't, but we shall see what happens in the night, and hopefully we'll get back to you with some footage. Right, morning. As you can probably tell, because there was no footage, it was dead. Apart from torrential rain. Let's do this short and sweet.
Sure,
Tactics for today. Tony.
Change my rigs. Try something different. Not sure what yet. I haven't decided.
Are you changing bait or staying the same? Or?
No, I'll probably stay the same bait.
Right.
Where's
Stephen?
And I'm gonna you're right. Fun fair away, weren't you? I did nothing yesterday apart from bang it on a bag. I haven't even reeled the baits in. I was tired, come from work, 24 hours. So today
You might
I'm
not even
gonna
have any baits on.
probably I'm gonna start plumbing around and see what's on the bottom really. Change the baits over. Same kind of tactics, we're just gonna suss out what's where really. Maybe try a marginal area. But it hammered down last night, proper hammered down.
And how's your chair?
My chair's soaking wet because these 3 chumps here said, no, the weather's going to be fine, it's not going to rain, look at our phones, look. So I thought I'd believe them.
Whose voice is that?
You 3.
Well, most people put their chair back in their bivvy.
So I thought, well, normally I do, but after,
Schoolboy
the,
error, Tony.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
what you said,
You
I
know,
thought
Another
it's
show
lovely.
of inexperience.
So I left it out, it's soaking wet. But I don't care because hopefully I'll be sleeping for most of the day as well. I'm not holding much breath really because I haven't heard anyone's alarm still go off, and I don't think anyone's caught on the whole lake still. So I should continue, even though I'm optimistic, I should continue my views of yesterday. I think it's going to be one of them sessions, but we'll see. I will say I'll keep an eye on what Badger's doing, but there's not much point really. Badger, to you, my friend, what do you think?
I'm staying the same.
The Shaolin monkey's back.
I'm staying the same. I've got. I've looked on the map and I've actually got 2 rods on a alleged hot spot on the lake. So
Hotspot, I did see that.
Yeah, man.
And how
I'm going to stay on there.
being on the hotspot.
And I've got a little baited area in front of me that I'm going to stick a rod on today and see if that produces anything. But Other than that, I'm going to stay as I am. Yeah, I'm not going to change it. I've got prime rigs on already. I don't need to do anything with those. Maybe check the hook points because there is a lot of silt and stuff out there on the bottom. So I'll drag them in a bit and check them over.
I'm hoping that we're all going to be rejuvenating it after we have our bacon sandwiches.
Yeah.
Anyone would think that Badger's just here to make us tea and cook for us, huh?
That was the impression I thought, but you know.
I'm sure that's what you told me, son.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Now Nigel isn't here, then we have to have our substitute. No, I said substitute.
You cooked a nice spaghetti bolognese in the bank, didn't you?
Yes,
Last night.
From scratch. I did.
What do
From
you
scratch, yeah.
And what do you think, Stav?
I did try it. It was all right. It was a 7 out of 10, which is okay. A weak 7
Because
out
it
of 10.
was made on the bank in the dark.
Yeah, well,
From scratch.
Yeah.
He did light
Good
up
effort,
the bank.
mate. Good effort.
It wasn't really dark. She had these big lights
Floodlights.
lighting up the whole bank.
Yeah.
It was like Blackpool. And I think someone actually come over and told them as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oi.
Did.
But it was okay. And
Thought
if
it was
he
you
cooks
they
like
told.
that, no.
Was it
I
you
was
they
just
told?
looking at him, laughing
it was
at him.
me.
What's it? I thought it was you punk.
If he
I
told
would
me,
have
I would have
expected
said
it to be
something.
you.
I would have said something. I would have said something if it was me. But nah, it was, yeah.
He kept very quiet, Badge, when you come around and
I
said,
bet he did, yeah. They were back in his
I'm
big
looking
Okay,
forward
I'll
to the next
turn
time.
Scared
we
of
go,
the
see
big
what he
boys
cooks
coming
this
round
time.
to tell him
Yeah.
off.
I'm looking forward to next time we go. If you pass the test and get your initiation top,
yeah.
see what you cook next time.
Okay.
Right, well, the sun is
Trying to come out.
starting to come out, so I think that's my cue to
Dried out.
get the Deeper Pro out and have a little look around. Right, so today has just been a disaster again on the fishing front. It's been delightful on the football betting front. I'm £780 up, which is delightful, but I would have preferred a fish. This lake has just been dead. Now, we just thought it would be a bit pointless doing some videos throughout the day, basically just repeating what we said yesterday. But we thought we'd give you an update, so it's 6:30, we've got Tony there, Stav there, and Badger over there. So
In the dark.
yeah, I'll start with Badger. What are you saying?
Well, like you just said, mate, the lake's been dead today. No one at all on the lake has caught, and I think there's only about three swims, 3 out of 20. So yeah, it's just conditions aren't right at this moment in time, mate. Don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, we've all started out one way, and then gradually we've changed things. And thank you, Stephen.
Can you see his hat? did your missus knit you that?
There's nothing wrong with my hat. There's nothing wrong with my hat.
Right, carry on, Adrian. Sorry.
Yeah, so
To show that.
we've changed things about, and I mean I've not changed too much, but still got a night to go. Hopefully that might bring us a fish.
Yeah.
Might bring someone a fish. Yeah, been dead, mate.
Yeah.
Same as Badger, mate. Tried different things, different baits, pop-ups, bottom baits. Nothing seems to be working at the moment.
So how have you enjoyed your time fishing with us, Tony?
Been very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And your
I won't
tactics
come
have
again
excelled, haven't
because this one just eats everyone's food and just doesn't bring none in himself. So
Yeah.
yeah,
they? No, I bought some of my own food.
Some.
I ate my own food.
yeah.
So you've enjoyed it, even though we haven't caught so far,
Yeah.
you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely do it again.
Yeah, you'll
If
get-
I'm obviously invited, of course.
well,
If you
we're
keep
going
bringing
to have
food,
to have a
you'll be
little
invited.
chat and see if you pass your probation. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. that's
we
it.
have been worried about low flying
Yeah.
PVA bags
Yeah.
flying about
Yeah,
the
PVA
place.
bags.
You know,
melting before they go in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's actually got a way to go yet, but we will nurture him. We'll bring him on. It may take a few months. Are you alright there?
So sorry. It's
Hey,
just,
you done a Tony one on them bags, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah, he needs a bit of bringing on, but I think 5 or 6 trips, maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But you'll come on, won't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
next
One
year-
thing
long
I've
as he-
realised is how Stephen sleeps quite a lot.
Well, you know, when you work as hard as I do,
Chats.
you need this
Yeah,
talk, you need to
definitely,
sleep.
Badge.
But,
Chats
as long as
quite a
Tony
lot.
keeps bringing food, he'll be welcome in my eyes. So, isn't it? So.
What are you doing for dinner tonight? And water, yeah.
Yeah.
I've eaten Adam's biscuits. So I'm
Yeah.
Nah, it's not good. But I said from the start, I just had a vibe, and I'm not normally wrong. You know, after the first day of 18 anglers on here, however many is on here, most of them are using 3 rods, what I could see, and not a beep off the whole lake. That's not a good sign. But it's a bit windier tonight, so a bit rougher. The water's a bit more stirred up. I'm still not holding much hope, but it's different tonight. So you never know. Something might come along. Tony, what do you reckon?
Never know, mate.
As long as it takes my bait and not yours, I'll be happy. So throwing sausages at them.
Alright. Right, well there you go. Yeah, fingers crossed. Right, so we've come to the end of our 48-hour experience, and it was an experience at Linch Hill Fishery. As you could probably tell from the lack of footage, it was uneventful, and I hate these sort of videos because you'll probably be watching around about 16 minutes of us just talking and joking about, but we obviously prefer to put fish on the bank. But when I start hearing revelations from other anglers that no one's caught on this lake for 2 months,
Since November.
Yeah.
and I think that could be the other lake, but I mean, even when you hear that, like 2, 3, 4 months, and there's nothing
no
out.
pictures posted on this lake since November.
Yeah,
On the Facebook page, on the website.
yeah.
Nothing at all.
And people said that it's Christchurch, nothing's come out either. I tell you, that punk who worked in the tackle shop deserves Salesman of the Year. I tell you. So just keep it short and sweet.
At least we brought a newbie with us, didn't we?
Yeah.
Tony, so how have you found your experience with us?
Yeah, very good. Had a right old laugh.
Yeah.
Made some good company. Yeah.
Is Stav everything you hoped he would be?
Oh, and more. And more.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot. So,
So I think we've had a little chat, and I think it's unanimous that you've passed your probation, my friend.
thank you very much.
It wasn't to do with the
But
fishing.
still-
It was
it's still
more.
pending. It's still pending. You passed, but pending.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was more to do with his culinary skills and his
yeah.
tea making and his angling. But
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was still waiting for that nice fried breakfast in the morning, which I didn't get. So
Yeah.
when I say you've been accepted, but pending,
Yeah.
it's pending the breakfast.
Ah, right,
So next
okay.
time we go,
it's like your
Gotta do
gas
a
saves,
breakfast.
Tony. You've passed the course.
Now
Next,
it's- now it's
you've got a
experience.
PTO.
Yeah.
pass the
and
theory. Now it's the practical.
You've got to wait for your card, but in this case, it'll be your T-shirt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what was it? A triple XL, Tony?
No, that's not a triple XL, Adam. Turn the camera around, Adam. That's the triple XL.
No, but on serious fault, the fishing here was terrible. Terrible.
was
This
absolutely
this lake is perfect size. You get, I think there's 13, 15 anglers on it, something like that. And that basically covered the lake. There was a couple of swim spares. So this lake was being covered by 13 to 15 anglers. Most of them had 3 rods each, and not a single beat or run from the whole lake from anyone.
No.
And that punk from the shop charged you £5 to come and drop your gear off. I've never had that
No.
anywhere on any lake. I've
That's
ever
just
been
to drop
to.
your gear.
Yeah,
You've gotta
you
take your car
drop
back
it
to the
there.
car park.
Yeah.
And then we had to bar it basically 200 odd yards down there.
Yeah, I think that's just taking advantage of the angler, that is, because it is a bit of a walk from the car park up to here. What's that?
Yeah.
Probably 300 yards, something like that.
Yeah.
And with all your gear for 24 hours, 48 hours on a barrow, it's a bit of a trek. So, and they know that, so they're going to charge you £5 to dump your gear here and then take your car back. Because you can't
That's a
leave your
piss
car
take.
here. You've got to take it back down there, and I think that's a little naughty. But and plus he knows that it's fishing crap as well, so you think they just waiver that. But I've never had that anywhere. You either can bring your gear or you can't. Not
It's
we can,
it's
but
because
charge
like
you.
everyone had the same idea as us. We couldn't get on linear, So we come to like the nearest fishery because we don't know the area,
Yeah.
and it's here. I reckon probably 80% of the anglers who come here would try to get on linear and couldn't. So
Yeah.
Of this weekend, yeah.
yeah,
I did speak to another guy and he said that he fished here before. He didn't have anything then either.
yeah,
So I know you can't always catch, but you expect a lake that's full, or virtually full, of this size as well, 'cause it's a manageable size.
For someone to have
bass,
something.
you reckon?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, and nothing to be caught. I mean, I'm not expected to catch myself, but you'd think someone would catch something. And then after hearing the news, one of people that's been caught for several months. I think, wow. So I
and
don't
the
know.
cafe was even shut as well.
Cafe's shut.
Yeah.
He goes, we've got a lovely cafe here. Oh, great, we'll have breakfast. He goes, it's not open till next week. Well, why'd you tell me you got a cafe for?
Brilliant,
And give us a menu when we paid, huh?
Yeah, give us a menu that you couldn't use
Yeah.
because the cafe's closed another week, and then charges a £5 for the privilege. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What are you
the
saying, Badge?
fishing's not been great.
I think in hindsight, you know, we've learnt a lot this morning about the lake that we didn't know Friday.
What? That there's no fish in here.
There's no fish come out of either of those 2 day ticket lakes since November-ish, December, whatever. You know, the dropping the kit off for a £5 and all that. If we would have known all that Friday, and you know, maybe we would have looked at somewhere different. But
Yeah.
we
Walking
got
was
here, we
closer,
sat up
wasn't it?
here. You know, we did the 48 hours here. You can't say we've done anything wrong because no one on the lake, you know, no one on the lake has caught. We've all got the same story. Anyone we've spoken to this morning, it's all the same thing.
No one on the lake's caught for the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Nothing.
There's like 2 months here and 4 months the other one, but it's been months anyway.
And we've
so-
tried everything. We've tried zigs, bottom baits, pop-ups, roddy rigs, everything. Different flavours and
Yeah, it's been good to get out.
Nothing.
First session of the year. It's nice.
Yeah.
Always nice to get out, but
The bottom's quite clear out there, unless
Yeah.
you fish close in, you've got a bit weak, but the bottom's
Right.
quite clear. But
but it's just it's basically just expensive camping.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
and they charge you to come to drive up here to unload the gear. I'm pretty vexed about that.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard that from anywhere. I really haven't. That's
All right. Well,
It's a piss take.
I'm gonna start wrapping this up. We're gonna get out again next month, but pretty disgraceful. Hope you enjoyed watching us talk, but hopefully we'll choose a more suitable venue.
We'll try and get him to be not as camera shy.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a bit more
We're getting give.
now he's a fully fledged
Yeah.
member. That
Yeah.
might change.
We're gonna
say
give
write
Tony
down.
some media training.
Yeah, you can write down at home and then just
Yeah.
revise it, and then when he comes, just
Yeah.
hope that he asks the right questions to what you can answer back.
Right, cool. So, we'll see you in April. And sorry for the lack of action, but it weren't from lack of
I
trying.
had a swan nearly.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Next time. Later.
Latest.